Breaking news! Another right-wing bigot has made horrendous comments that have offended many. This one is about the denial of the Holocaust, the utter horror, and the bigot is defamed Hollywood actress and Trump supporter Roseanne Barr. In a podcast, Miss Barr claimed nobody died in the Holocaust and that 6 billion Jews should die right now because apparently they cause all the world's problems. This is truly Hitler reincarnated. She further adds that Biden got 81 million votes by winning 36 counties and wait, what? Trump supporters don't usually believe that President Biden won the 2020 election fair and square, particularly ones so far right that they deny the Holocaust. And by talking about the small number of 36 counties, that would arguably be evidence that Biden didn't win the election. I'm confused. What is going on here? Wait, apparently Roseanne was being sarcastic. Let me see the clip.
So it wasn't rigged?
Of course not.
Yeah.
36 counties have 81 million people in them.
Yeah.
See? That's the truth. And
Yeah.
don't you dare say anything against it or you'll be off YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and all the other ones because we have, there's such a thing as the truth and facts and we have to stick to it. And,
It's scary.
and that is the truth. And nobody died in the Holocaust either.
No.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
It should happen. 6 million Jews should die right now because they cause all the problems in the world, but it never happened. But it never happened.
Okay, I now see what's actually going on here. It turns out that Roseanne argued that you aren't allowed to espouse certain ideas, including alleged truths on platforms such as YouTube, due to certain guidelines. A so-called truth that she considers restricted or censored on these platforms is the idea that the 2020 election was fraudulent, where Trump justly won and Biden is an illegitimate president. From this line of thinking, she sarcastically claims that Biden did indeed win the election, but then ties this with the obviously false claim that the Holocaust didn't happen, in order to imply that Biden's election win is as false as Holocaust denial. This is all of course obvious, and I hate to explain jokes and sarcastic comments like this to my audience like a baby, but we are dealing with irrational people when it comes to wokeness and cancel culture. But there is one thing I noticed when Roseanne was speaking that I heard, which was mostly unchallenged, and that is the 36 counties claim. When trying to find out where she got the 36 number, I couldn't find the source. Instead, apparently the actual number of counties that Biden won was 561. Regardless, many conservative commentators like Charlie Kirk noticed Trump managed to win roughly 5 times more counties than Biden, yet got a few million less votes. And then they claimed victory, by which I mean they claimed a fraudulent election. At the time, Kirk tweeted, Trump got 75 million votes and 2,497 counties, while Biden got 81 million votes and 477 counties, which is a little bit off from the actual data, where Trump won 2,588 counties and Biden won 551 counties. But the tweet may have been based on unfinished/inaccurate election data, since it was posted in 2020 and was still way more accurate than Roseanne's claims. But is Kirk right? Well, his concerns don't seem to be well founded, since the population size of a US county varies significantly, like Texas' Loving County, which has only 169 residents, yet Los Angeles County has 10.1 million residents. American counties don't have an equal number of residents each. Still, many conservatives complain about how Biden only won 17% of counties, and these raw numbers of certain states doesn't necessarily refute the concerns from the statistic, even if there is a high range of population sizes within counties. But this statistic might. As we know, there are roughly 3,000 counties in the US. A good way in resolving this dilemma is figuring out the smallest amount of counties that half of the American population lives in. So here's my question to you guys. How many counties do you think half of the US population lives in? 2,000 counties? 1,500 counties? 1,000 counties? 500 counties? Surely it can't be less than that, right? Well, why don't you guys comment your answer below or in the live chat? Have you guys typed it in yet? Great. If your answer is any of the options I gave, you would be wrong. In reality, over half of the US population live in just 143 counties. That's right, 143 counties. Now what's that as a percentage? Well, the US Census says 4.6%, while USA Today says 4.3%, so clearly one of them made an error. But when doing the calculations, I got 4.556%, which perfectly rounds up to 4.6%. So USA Today sucks at math, or more likely just copied the US Census number wrong. Ah, the state of journalism today. Similar to the present state of conservative argumentation. So it's actually pretty plausible that Biden could win both 17% of counties and the popular vote, but does this finally vindicate Biden's win? Well, when looking at the different types of counties, it pretty much does. Particularly when analyzing all the large urban counties that Biden won, their total population adds up to 97 million. And all of the suburban counties won by Biden in metropolitan areas accounted for 72 million people. In contrast, the total population of all the large urban counties that Trump won totaled 4.7 million people. Most of the counties that Trump won were large suburban counties, small metropolitan areas, and non-metropolitan areas. I think we can obviously surmise from this that small metropolitan areas and non-metropolitan areas have much less people than large metropolitan areas, which explains why Trump won way more counties than Biden. And for those who are still extremely skeptical in spite of all the evidence I provided, 60% of American residents live in counties that voted for Biden. Yes, you heard that right. 60%. Actually, maybe I should have just started with that stat. Would have made this video a lot shorter though. Or maybe I can even make that into a short. Regardless, as you have all just seen, counties don't correlate with the popular vote. Whether you think Biden won the election or not, this is clearly one of the worst arguments to claim that he didn't, especially from conservatives and Trump supporters like Roseanne Barr and Charlie Kirk. When it comes to our culture of political correctness and hypersensitivity, we tend to over-focus on irrelevant jokes and comments like Roseanne's sarcastic holocaust remarks, rather than more significant claims like her point on election counties. If you enjoyed this debunking, please give a like and comment below as it really helps my video in the YouTube algorithm. This is actually my first video response to a right-wing talking point, and I'm interested in doing more if given the right opportunity, but I usually make video responses to online progressives like the Young Turks and Sam Seder. So if you like that type of content, please subscribe. Some upcoming future videos coming soon will be responses to Vorsh, Kyle Kulinski and Fort Slime on punching Nazis, hookup culture and shoplifting. You guys can also find me on Rumble and Twitter. But for now, thanks for watching my video and see you later.